What's up? What it is? What's up? Got the you guys. I feel like I've been recording it forever, but I literally just recorded. Well, it feels like I just recorded. I recorded last week, but it feels like I haven't recorded in a minute. Maybe because my video just let me erase this. Maybe because my video I just posted my YouTube video for last week's episode, like yesterday. Y'all know how video editing goes for me, but what it is, what's up, got the why up. If you are new, what's up, how are you, like how's life, what's going on? If you're returning, what it is, what's up, got the club wide up. I am your host, the beautiful, the wonderful, the most chocolate, the thickest in the game, the boldest in the game, your future sound engineer, your future DJ Heavy, your future wife. You know, my husband could be watching this. The best to ever do it, to the best podcaster in the game. I'm your host, Ebony D. Kelly. The D for today can stand for airbrush, because I want to have on an airbrush shirt. I'm just giving, like, I'm gonna get into it. I'm just giving the vibes they have on my Bass Pro Shop trucker hat. I have a little hair sticking out the side. Like, I just feel the D stands for Chia Pet. That's what it is. The D stands for Chia Pet because my hair has been growing. This is episode 26 of Ethereal Black Girl, the podcast. What's up? I'm sorry. I'm in a great mood. I had a great day today. I look wonderful. I look outstanding, if you ask me. I look marvelous. I mean, I got a little cleavage showing today. There's a crumb. I have a little cleavage today. I have on my hat. I have on the face. And might I add, I've had this face on since like 2:30 today because I went to a baby shower, so it looks pretty good. Let's just go ahead and get into it because I'll just be staring at y'all all night. So, also, it is Saturday night. I was supposed to record this morning. The audio is going to still come out Sunday. So if y'all listening to this, it'll be on a Sunday. But the video, like I always say, this is my third video. The uploading is getting better, but we don't really know. So we're going to see. I had a busy week this past week, which is why I took it. But let's go ahead and get into weekly check-in. So what did I do this week? So last weekend I went to go look at apartments. And I actually found one. I actually found an apartment. I applied for it. I'm waiting for them to get back to me. I just had to do the regular application, a proof of income, all of that. So, as I told y'all last time, I think me and my mother went to go look at apartments last Saturday. My mic is really loud. Me and my mother went to go look at apartments last Saturday. And we looked at two. They were straight. They were cool. One was downtown, and then one was like in Homewood, like a really nice area. I did like the one that was downtown, but what I did not like about it was that it had a black refrigerator. Like, it didn't have stainless steel appliances, and I'm not throwing any shade to anyone that has stainless steel. I mean, that doesn't have stainless steel, but for me personally, I just needed stainless steel in my home. So, or in my little apartment, my little domain. So, I kind of like that one. It was in a really cute location, but I didn't end up applying for that one. Then we looked at another one that was in Homewood. If you're not from Alabama or Birmingham, you don't even know these, it's fine. But I looked in Homewood, which is maybe like 25 minutes from my job. And it was really nice, but I don't know. The one that I applied for, I have wanted that one since I started looking at apartments. And it always just felt so warm and cozy and like home to me. Every time I went to go tour, it just like felt so homey. Like, it just felt like I should be there. So in my opinion, they weren't expensive. And I said it, I have an apartment hunting vlog because I recorded when me and my mother went. I haven't uploaded it yet. I'm probably gonna try to start editing that tomorrow. I know it's a week later, but whatever. And I think I said how much the rent was, well, what my cap was for rent. So I guess I'll say it on here. So my maximum, like, so my budget went up to $1,400. That's the most I would pay for rent a month, like not including anything else like in utilities or anything. But so the apartment that I signed for or that I applied for is like literally like $10 above that. And they have like a whole, it's just great. I just love it. I've ordered some furniture, I ordered my bed, some nightstands. I'm gonna order like a couch and my mattress soon. Like I move the beginning of October, which my application is gonna come back. I'm gonna be able to move. I move October the 2nd to Birmingham. So I'm really excited about that. Like super, super excited. I think I've been talking to y'all about how just like I have enjoyed living here with my parents. Like they are lovely. I love them, but I just like the commute and I just want to, finally be settled, have my own place, have a place to call kind of my home. And yeah. So apply for an apartment. Really excited about that. Why did I bring that up? I guess for my weekly check-ins. Did that last weekend. I had class. So I think I've talked to y'all before about I be having to like jot down what I did throughout the week because I have bad memory. But remember when I told y'all that I have like classes for work? I'm pretty sure I told y'all. Well, I have in this training program for work and we have classes and stuff. And I had known a girl that already worked for the company that I work for. And then through her, like I met some other people because she's been working there for like 8 months. I've been working there for like 3 months. And so I just kept meeting people on people on people. And so I hung out with some of my I don't even want to call them coworkers, maybe colleagues, because we're all work in the same office. We all work in different offices around the state. But I hung out with like 3 or 4 of my Black colleagues this week, and I had literally so much fun, and it was very refreshing for me. It made me enjoy my job more because like I met really cool people. Shout out to them. I won't even say their names because it's not going to give away the company that I work for, but I just don't want to put people's names in it. But they know who they are if they ever listen to them. If they ever listen to this, I had such a great time. Like it was so great. I ended up staying with one of them. I hung out with them Tuesday, and they were like, no, stay down here because it's like in Birmingham. And I was like, no, I didn't come prepared. So then after work Wednesday, I went back and we like went to the Cheesecake Factory. We went to this hookah lounge or bar and lounge, whatever, downtown Birmingham. It's called Sleek. It's right by her. She was like real cute. And we just like kind of chilled. Then I stayed the night and then went to work from there. But it was just very refreshing, like just being around young Black professionals, engineers, and we all just like vibed and got along, and like it was just a real good time. Everybody was really fun, really funny, really nice. You don't ever got to worry about nobody being broken up, to pay for their food because all of us have money. Like it was a real cool time, and then we have to link monthly because I missed them already, and I literally just met them. The person I probably known the most is my friend that I said had worked for the company who I met the rest of them through, but the rest of them I haven't met. I met one of them this week, and the other two like 2 and 3 weeks ago. But it was very refreshing, and it like made me like I was excited to move to Birmingham because there's so much stuff to do in Birmingham, and it's not too far from my parents. It's like, I'm gonna be closer to my job. Like it's just gonna be a vibe. So hung out with them, and it was just real cute. And it kind of made me realize that I already knew I was an extrovert, but I'm like a extra extrovert, but I'll get into that. So hung out with them. I'm glad that I discovered my Black colleagues. Cause I don't know, I just, I'm Black. I love being around the Black people and just being in like settings like that. It was real cute. What else did I do this week? Work. That's honestly also why the video For the last podcast didn't come out until yesterday, which no, until Friday, because y'all be listening to this at least Sunday after. Until Friday, because Wednesday I did not come home after work. Tuesday I didn't get home till like 10:30 after work. I didn't edit. I edited Monday and then I edited Thursday and then I scheduled it to release on Friday. So, anyways, so yeah, what else did I do this week besides work and go to the gym? Um, Tomorrow, which it will be today if you listen to this on Sunday, me and my friend JoJo, hey JoJo, we're going to a streetwear day party that's being thrown by Lick Soul, which is she's a great photographer in the Birmingham area. It's giving like Easter egg block party, but it's gonna be more so in like a building. But there's gonna be like vendors, like food, and you can buy stuff, and there's gonna be like live performances from local artists, which I personally love a good local artist performance because black supports black. So I mean, just if I can find an artist that is great, that is lovely, that is top tier, and they're local and they're like small, they're independent, that would just be wonderful because yeah. So yeah, me and JoJo are going there tomorrow. I'm trying to see if I'm going to vlog or not that tomorrow. And I think I might because it's going to be fun. And JoJo, y'all get to meet JoJo. JoJo is pure comedy. That's who I'm starting the podcast with. JoJo is pure comedy. And she also lives in Birmingham. So, which I also discovered when I posted that I was moving to Birmingham, there was literally like, I already knew two people that lived in Birmingham. There was like four or five of my friends and like associates that lived in Birmingham that I had no idea lived in Birmingham. So it's gonna be a lit time. It's gonna be a great time. I'm ready to have my housewarming or whatever. Anyways, I don't want to drag too long because y'all know I will ramble all day. Also this week I'm preparing for my best friend Victoria's birthday weekend. Now, I think I talked about her in my last about how I was gonna see her. She lives in Marietta, well, a little bit outside of Marietta, and her birthday is September the 5th. She's a true Virgo queen, okay? And so is my friend Key. Their birthdays are both on September 5th. But my friend Victoria has a whole entire weekend planned. And so I took off work Friday, and I'm probably gonna go down there Thursday night after work because I'm not going anywhere else for vacation because COVID. I might as well take my days, you feel me, and go celebrate with my friend. So she has like Friday, I think we're having like a lingerie slash liquor hat party. Saturday, we're doing like brunch and then going to a hookah lounge, bringing her birthday in. Sunday, we're doing like spa day and then going to a birthday dinner or something like that. And then Monday, there's like some type of day party. It's going to be Labor Day. It's going to be an extremely lit weekend. So I've been preparing for that. I've been ordering things left and right. I ordered like this really cute like lingerie set from Fenty. I'm going to be the blue kinky bottle. I don't even drink kinky like that, but they have really cute bottles. So I was like, might as well dress up as one of those. And I'm going to start decorating my hat tomorrow. I ordered like a few outfits here and there, just a few things. I have to be on top of it. And I was going to be going on a date when I was in Atlanta, but maybe I could do that in my couch chat. I don't know. It's giving, something's not correct. Anyways, that was what I did this week. Hung out with my coworkers, applied for an apartment, ordered some furniture, worked. Been planning for my friend's birthday weekend, all of that good stuff. I think that's all I have for y'all. So we can now move into couch chat. Before I move to couch chat, I do want to say follow us on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at I almost forgot my Instagram name. I changed it at ebonykelly_. I will put it at the bottom of the screen and in the description box per usual. And then follow us on Instagram at etherealblackgirl_, which I will also put at the bottom of the screen. And then I will also put that in the description box as well. Okay, now we can move on to couch chat. I always say I don't have much to talk about, but I end up talking about a lot. So let's go ahead and move into it. So for couch chats, I just thought about this because I was just thinking about how, like, I was just talking about this the other day. I'm a Leo. I've said this before. I'm a Leo. I mean, come on. You see it. You see the outfit. I'm killing you hoes. In the words of Trina. But no, for real. I'm a Leo. And I don't know if it's all of us, but I was talking to my friend Kenise. Shout out Kenise. And she's also a Leo. And Lex P from Poor Minds. I told y'all I watched them like night and day. Also reminds me of this. It's like after we love, or I personally love. My friend Kenise, I don't know. But Lex P always says she loves love. So it's like we be falling in love so fast, or like be liking people on accident so freaking fast. And I thought about this because I caught a little crushy crush this week, but I don't even know how it happened. I just woke up and I was like, do I have a crush? Or I caught two crushy crushes this week, kind of like 1.5. But I want to tell a quick story. I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible. Let me drink some water because it's kind of a long story, but it's kind of not. And I hope he doesn't listen to this podcast. I don't think he does, but whatever. Hold. Like I was saying, I met a dude on Instagram. Let's call him Sam. So Sam, met him on Instagram. I think he commented on I don't know what he commented on, maybe like my story or something, and we like kind of started chit-chatting it up. Now Sam wasn't the cutest. He kind of was a little nerdy. He wasn't ugly though. He like was straight. He was mediocre. He was kind of nerdy, but like his personality reminded me so much of Lawrence from Insecure. Like I feel like we was Lawrence and Issa. He was just really cool. Like we talked about music and stuff like all the time. So I did not think that I was going to like him simply because he was kind of a little nerdy, a little too nerdy for me. But I have recently discovered that I love a good nerd. But anyways, I'll get to that in a minute. So we started texting and stuff, just kind of chit chat and just about like music and life and friendships and X, Y, and Z and blah blah blah. I don't know if I'd find out that he was in a relationship or not prior to meeting me. I don't recall. But anyways, one day, I know we were talking about, he had sent me a selfie and Sam was looking real delicious. And I said, well, Sam, hold the hell up. I thought you weren't cute. So anyways, long story short, we ended up like hanging out. He like invited me over because he like had a record collection and like stuff like that. And he was like, do you like want to come over and like see it? I'm like, bet, cool. So I'm thinking, I'm very oblivious. I will say that I am very oblivious when people are like trying to talk to me, trying to flirt with me, which we find out he don't even like me. But anyways, so I'm thinking like just casual, we just going over there. So go over there, ends up he had cooked like dinner or whatever. He had cooked dinner, and then we ended up watching like 85 South Show, which I love 85 South Show. Shout out to 85 South Show. I literally love them. But ended up watching that and then ended up talking about like his record collection. He ended up telling me about like his ex-girlfriend, his relationship, which was just such a hindrance to him. Shout out to you, Sam, for getting out of that situation. He's in another relationship now. But long story short, that happened. I left the house and I was like, dang, I think I kind of like him. That fast, y'all, that fast. I was like, dang, I really think I kind of like him. And so I think I went over my friend's house. I'm not friends with her for real anymore. But I went to her house and I was like, bro, I think I really like him. So then the next day, I think, or he had texted me, he was like, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? And I was like, I don't know. He was like, do you want to like go get a Popeye's chicken sandwich with me or something, which was very random. But I was like, yeah. So he came and got me or whatever. I'm still thinking I'm very oblivious. I'm thinking we're just friends, which once again I do find out we are for surely just friends. But whatever, it's fine. Mind you, like we like wouldn't flirt for real, not like heavy, but just like it was like we just kept hanging out. So like went to go get the Popeye's chicken sandwich, we went to the park to go people watch and talk about life and stuff. And something that really stuck out to me was that I was telling him that I wanted to move to Texas, and he was like, well, is that where like God wants you to move? Do y'all know? No, I would never get on one knee. But do y'all know I text my friend, I said, bro, this has to be my husband. He just asked me, did I confide in God before I decided where I wanted to move? Men do not do that. So anyways, after that picnic little day, I was like, bro, I really like the man. Like, this is really sickening. So then, like, the next, so then, like, literally, like, it was like 3 or 4 days in a row. We had, like, hung out. Like, he came to my house. I had made us food. He had set up my Apple TV. We was, like, just hanging out all the time and stuff, just kind of, like, watching TV and stuff. But he was, like, a simp in the sense of, like, him and his ex had broke up, but he always found some loophole to bring her into conversation or to just talk about his insecurities and like and him being single and him not being comfortable being single. So we were kind of like opposite. Like I am very comfortable with being single. Like I love being single, doing my thing. You feel me? I'm not opposed to being in a relationship, but I like being single. I embrace being single. I enjoy being single. You can do so many things when you're single. Literally and figuratively, so many things. Like you have so much time. And so that's like kind of, I was kind of teaching him that. And he was kind of teaching me the aspect of relationships, of like building relationships in general, just like, you know, being nice, being kind, being empathetic, being understanding. So we're kind of, you know, you scratch my back, I scratch your back, subconsciously. We kept hanging out. So as we're hanging out, my friends are like, bro, he likes you. I'm like, there is no way. Like it's not giving he likes me. Like he's still stuck on his ex or whatever. So I don't know what happened. Oh, I just kept building up, liking him whole time, didn't even plan to like the man. And then I don't know if I don't know what I said. I don't know if one night something happened or he was talking about his ex and I essentially told him like, you need to like kind of, it just rubs me the wrong way because I don't know if like you have interest in me at all or if this was like a strictly platonic situation, but like you talking about your ex is just throwing everything off. It's throwing me off. It's rubbing me the wrong way. Like it's giving that you want to be with your ex, so why not just be with her regardless of if she was dragging you through the mud or not. And I hope I haven't said his real name as I've been talking about this, but Sam essentially was just like, you know, I feel like we have a really strong connection. Like I feel like I can confide in you about stuff and vice versa. Like I haven't felt like this like in a while, but I don't like look at it like romantically. Womp womp womp. And so which I've told y'all before, and this is how you know I practice what I preach. I essentially was just like, well, if it's not like that, I don't necessarily want to be friends. And it was the truth because like I've said before on here, I think men do not be looking for friends, okay? Men do not look at me. Men that are attracted to me do not look at me and be like, she looks like she would be a great friend. All of my male friends that I've made have been on accident. I like met them through somebody or something like that. Like I never purposely became friends with a man because why do I want, I mean, granted, I love my guy friends. Don't get me wrong. I love my guy friends. They're very comical. They're very hilarious. They're really funny, but I did not go to them and be like, you look like you'll be a great friend. Let's be friends, you know? So I'm in my mind, I'm like, why, you know, if you don't look at me like that, then what are we doing? What's going on here? I don't really want to be friends. So long story short, we ended up not being friends, but we still like converse every now and then. Like he'll send me music sometimes. I'll send him music sometimes. But the moral of the story was that I fall in like on accident all the time. Like I told you at the beginning, I did not think he was that cute. He was mediocre. He was straight. He wasn't ugly. I will say that he was not ugly. He was all right. His self-esteem, and obviously with me and my self-esteem, like your self-esteem has to be up here. I don't need anybody insecure friends or like partner. I don't need all of that. But like I said, I did not think he was that cute. But when we like started talking, and that's the thing, when I start like having conversations with people and like I just learned about like their morality and their like ideologies, like how their thought processes and like how they are as a person, I start to like them. And then I can't stop and I'd be like, why do I like them so much when I know I may not even be that physically attracted to them like that? So have y'all ever done that? No. Oh, and then also to say that was like the one and only time I think I've ever gotten like, dang, my headphones all enough. That was the one and only time I think that I've ever gotten like friend zoned. And I was really hurt. I literally told mom about this. Like, I was really salty. Because I'm just like, how are you going to friend zone the queen? You're going to friend zone me? I felt behooved. I got friend zoned by somebody that was like mediocre looking. So, moral of the story is that I fall in love fast. But to men that are watching that would still have to take you on a date, don't be alarmed because it won't last for long. Wait, I did not mean it like that. It's fine. I'm gonna just leave it alone. That's just not what I meant. All I'm saying is I may like fall in like, kind of easily, but you will never know. I will never show it. In my mind, I'll be thinking all of these things. But on the outside, externally, you will never even know that I have a little piece of interest. You feel me? So yeah, do I sound crazy? Y'all tell me, let me know in the comments or whatever if you guys fall in like on accident, because I have found myself to do this often where I fall in like on accident and I either do be like physically attracted to them because so I'm kind of like whatever it is what it is, or I fall in like with them and I be like, bro, you don't even really like how they look, you just like how they are as a person. Which, I mean, technically, is that we're supposed to do? I don't know. But what I can tell you is that if you aren't physically attracted to, well, I don't know. Let me adjust my headphones. I don't know my viewpoint on these. I don't know if you can be unattracted to someone and then become attracted to them. Like, because of their personality and their morality and their all of these internal things. Can you do that? Like, is that, I mean, I think it's possible because I've seen couples that where the girl has been pretty and the man has been ugly and vice versa, but they might think that they're attractive. Attraction is very subjective and it's not just about physical appearance, So I'm wondering, because I feel like I do this often, like where I will not think that someone is that attractive, but then I just start to like them if like, hang out with them more. I start to learn more about them. I feel like we have a lot in common. Then I start to like them on accident. Anyways, that's my story time. I'm not picking my nose. My nose ring is itching. That was my story time where I fell in like an accident. Which brings me to my next, well, it doesn't really bring it, but it also talks about dating. I need to start speaking positively over my dating life. Because I need to start manifesting things. And, I just need to do better. I don't speak negatively about my dating life, but I say I need to start speaking positively because I always be like, I'm not getting married. I be joking though, kind of. I believe. Like, I'll be like, oh, I'm not getting, like, I'm not getting married. I'm just going to be rich and by myself and just date forever. It's fine. I don't want any kids. But I think I just be like, and then my sister made a good point because she knows my personality. And I'm like, if everybody likes one thing, I'm against it simply. Well, one, because people are stupid. But two, I just be trying to go against society's norms here. You feel me? So my sister, I was telling her, like, I don't know if I want to have kids and stuff. And she was like, and like, we were talking about how like our thought processes were probably different than most women growing up, because this will be another whole different episode, but like my parents raised us on like being independent, and that does not mean like when we turned 18 they stopped taking care of us. My parents just stopped taking care of me when I got on salary, and I actually still get money from my dad every now and then. But like, as far as there were some moms, so there are those annoying moms that are like, you need to find a husband, you need to get married, you need to have kids, blah blah blah. My parents didn't we saw it, obviously. My parents are married, but they didn't say that. They were just like, you need to get a good job, you need to make some money and take care of yourself, and you need to be independent, do your research, whatever you want to do it, do your research, self-teach, self-learn, all of that. So when people, like women, be like, I've been waiting to be a mother since I was a child, that's kind of weird to me. Me and my sister were talking about that today. I'm gonna bring my sister, Brittany. If you're watching this, you're gonna be on the show one of these days, because me and her like have a lot of different opinions about a lot of things. We're kind of like night and day sometimes. We be on one accord, but sometimes we be on two accords. I don't know, but we could both agree in saying like our parents did not raise us up on like, oh, you need to get a husband, you need to do this. It was like, no, you need to make some money. So I be joking like, haha, I'm not gonna get married. And I was telling my sister today, like, I love my niece. That's my dog. That's my bro. She makes me want to have kids sometimes. But I just don't be sitting here thinking like I can't wait until I have kids. Do I think babies are cute? They're beautiful. I love looking at babies. I think they're like the cutest things ever. But do I sit here and like daydream like, oh, I can't wait to have kids? Not for real. But my sister brought up a good point, and she was just like, I haven't met anyone that, or like I'm not in a relationship, like I'm not in love with anyone right now, so it's not like I see a person and I'm like, oh, how cool would it be if I made another little person with this person, you know? I'm not in a relationship. I'm not in the presence of someone that I could look at and be like, they would make a great father. You feel me? So that's why. But I really do need to start speaking positively over my dating life, because I do want to like successfully date, and not like, oh, I want to, meet a man and like get in a relationship and like get engaged and stuff. But like, I just want to have a healthy dating life. Like, I just want to, come across some really good candidates and, just have fun, go on dates here and there, like, like explore things, experience new things. I definitely want to like casually date. And if one turns into a relationship, then that's fine. I just don't want to block my blessing by speaking negatively over my dating life and try to put boundaries and blockages on things. Now, let's see. I've been single for 3 months now. Yeah, like 3 months, 3.5 months. And I'm like, that's short. That's a very short amount of time. And granted, my last relationship was not long, but I learned a lot of what I do and don't want in my future relationships. I learned a bunch in the course of like 6 months, or almost 7 months. So I'm not saying I'm ready to get in a relationship tomorrow, but I don't want to speak negatively or like be like, let's say I start liking someone. I have a habit. If I start liking somebody, I'll be like, nah, I don't want to do all of that. Like, I'm not trying to do all of that. To where I just need to be like, listen, I need to tell myself, Ebony, it is okay to like people. It is okay to, see a future with someone. Just don't act on it so fast, which I don't. If anything, I act on it too slow. But yeah. So I want to start speaking more positively over my love life and just, manifesting things. And there's this thing that people have been repeating on TikTok. I think it's like, I don't chase, I attract. What is meant for me will simply find me. And that is very true. What's meant for me, what the Lord has for me, he has for me. Okay. And no one can take that away, at all. So yeah, that's that. The next thing that I want to talk about is feeling like, which I came across this today, and I think Lexp, once again, shout out to Lexp and Dre and Nicole, for mine. They talk about this often, but I just think about this sometimes, how I don't like to overwhelm people with my personality. And I don't really know where that came from, but I'm gonna stop doing that. Okay, so like I was saying, I was just thinking about like my personality and how sometimes I wonder, do I like overwhelm people? And what made me think about this, I don't know. I just sometimes be sitting here just overthinking, thinking about like the craziest things. And I think it started when I was just hanging out with my coworkers, and like, they were all just like, I'm an extrovert. I was gonna talk about this anyway, so whatever. I'm an extrovert. I love entertaining. I love cracking jokes. I love talking to people. I love meeting new people. I just love being around people and other people's energy and like just ask people questions, having open conversations. And I'm a very open person. You can literally ask me any question that you want to ask me and I'm going to answer it. Because I'm not ashamed of anything I've ever done. I don't regret anything I've ever done. I have a lot of opinions. I'm very opinionated. I'm very outspoken. I have a lot of opinions on a lot of things. So if you ask me a question, I'm going to answer it. And sometimes I used to wonder, or not used to, I literally still do, but now, as of literally like yesterday, I used to wonder, like, I wonder, do people leave after hanging out with me and be like, she's literally crazy? I wonder they'd be like, she's like too open. She talks too much. And everything is a joke. And she's childish. I wonder people leave. And I used to like 2 days ago. I used to be like, dude, people be like, what do people think about me? Like off first impression. Because everybody seems to be a kiki. And when I met my coworkers the other day, and I had met one, but she was like, oh my gosh, she was like, bro, she was like, she basically was just like, she basically was like, you are crazy. Like, we need to hang out. I think we will have so much fun. And then my other coworker here called me crazy, but like in like a high crazy, blah, blah, blah. But I just be thinking like, I used to always like not trying to simplify, not math equations, not trying to like, I didn't try to water down my personality, but I just used to like, I'm always myself everywhere I go. I literally don't care. I am always Ebony D. Roosevelt Kelly. And so it's just like, if you don't like my personality, that's just too damn bad. That's just too damn, I'm gonna insert that audio. That's just too bad. You know, and before I used to be like, you know, like I don't want to rub anybody the wrong way. I don't want to be offensive because of how open and transparent and honest I am about literally every single thing. Like I don't want to rub anybody the wrong way. But then people can just not hang out with me. It's not that hard. People can honestly and truly just not hang out with me no more. Or can just be like, she's not my cup of tea. And I think about that like when dating too, which also I think in the past, like if I've hung out with somebody or gone on dates, I have been a lot like more quiet, or like I have not really 100% been myself, which who's really 100% their self when you're like dating, you know? No one. There's a little gnat in here and I'm finna get upset. But anyways, but I used to kind of water down a little bit because I'm like, what if they don't want, you know, somebody that's like this, like, is rambunctious? Would that be a good word to describe me? No, maybe not. Someone who's just this like outspoken and this like crazy and like this goofy, and you know, I'll just be saying stuff. And on here I do not talk about, I'm not as open because I don't know who watches this and I don't need people in my business. And I don't need people judging me. Which, side note, that was a topic, but I will actually, no, it's fine. I'll talk about it after these. But I used to just be like, I hope my personality is not too much. I have multiple layers to myself and to my personality. And I was just like, the coworker that I stayed with the other night, we were just in the bed and like we were just like before we went to sleep, and we were just talking about like so many things. And like, of course, I was being myself because it's just my coworker. Like, can't nobody judge me but the Lord Jesus above, with Jesus Javante Christ. So I'm just, you know, being myself, and like it seemed fine. And like literally nobody gave me signs that I was getting on their nerves. It's just me being subconscious. It's just literally me being in my own head about I wonder. When it don't even matter, because who's meant to be my friend, who's meant to be my partner, who's meant to be in a relationship with me it's gonna come to me when I'm being myself. Not when I'm being the watered down version of myself. Not when I'm, you know, kind of being a little more timid or a little more extroverted than I really am, because I don't know how people are going to react to certain things. Not because I hold back on things that I say. Obviously, I'll never be disrespectful, but I literally have to be myself, because I would hate to end up with someone who thinks that they're getting a different version of me. And then when I am myself, it just turns to chaos. Or someone who doesn't literally match my energy, like match my crackhead. Or, you know, they say opposites attract. Maybe you can be the undercover cop to my crackhead. Y'all get what I'm saying? That don't make sense. Yeah, I think it makes sense. Y'all are getting what I'm saying. Basically, I used to say my personality is too much, but now I'll just say it. Because at the end of the day, what is someone going to tell me? That I'm doing too much? Okay. That I'm too open? Okay. That I'm a little too loud? Okay. That I'm childish? Okay. What do they have to do with me? Nothing at all. You don't like it. There's like 50 million, thousand, trillion other people that love it. and that would love to be here. It's a part of it here. You know, people that come here truly love it. They truly love it. They have a great time. We have a great time over here. But I just want to tell y'all that, like, never water yourself down just because you're afraid of how people will react, or you're afraid that, like, oh, I really have interest in this person, but I don't want them to perceive me as this type of woman and blah, blah, blah. Like, so what? Be yourself, and the people that are meant to be around you and be in your circle, and then that are meant to experience you as a person, because I think I'm a great experience. I think I'm a great person, a great experience, a lovely woman, you feel me? I feel like I give everyone a good time when I'm around. I feel like we have a great time when I'm around, regardless of who I'm with. And so if people don't want to experience that, and it's just too much for them, that don't have nothing to do with you. They can simply just not be your friend, not mess with you, you feel me? So I just want to talk about that. Be yourself, people. Always be yourself, because you never know. You know, being myself is going to make me a lot of money one day. I feel it. I receive what I just said. I'm manifesting it. Me being 100% true to myself, being the loud, crazy, open, outspoken, plus size goddess that I am. Okay, per usual, my camera died, so I had to switch the batteries. But anyways, being me, it's gonna make me, being Ebony D. Roosevelt Kelly is gonna make me a lot of money one of these days. So, you know, for all of you that don't like it, that's fine. But it's gonna make me some coins. The last thing I want to talk about before I get the music montage is I made a TikTok today. Because I just thought of, so I saw this, y'all know the TikTok sound that be like, is there anything else I can get you? A to-go box. I don't think I'm comfortable eating here no more. You know what I'm talking about. So it was just a really pretty girl. She was plus size, I'm pretty sure, because of what the caption said. She was bad, and like she was fine, of course. And it was like air quotes, OMG, you're so confident. And then she was like, anything else I can get you to go box. Basically saying like she didn't like that. That made me think about a story, which I talked about this on my TikTok. It's this girl that I'm not friends with anymore. We were talking about one day, like how we became friends. This was maybe about 1.5 years ago. And she basically was just like, what did she say? She said something like, oh, I used to see you all the time, like on Twitter and on campus, and you used to always have on like crop tops, and you used to like, you know, always be like showing skin, like you just didn't care what anybody thought. And I just thought that was just so admirable. She said something along those lines. And at first, you feel me, when she first said that, I was like, you know, like that's so nice, like, thank you so much, because I just thought it was a compliment. And then a few months ago, I was just thinking about it. And I was like, she may have thought, she's also thin, she's skinny, that you may have thought that was a compliment, but that was really an insult. And it's an insult because, why? Because I'm plus size. Why? Because I'm plus size and I have a little tummy meat and a little thigh meat and a little, you feel me? I got a dump truck in the back. Why? What makes y'all think that like we not gonna show skin? The people want to know, like, what makes you think just because my stomach is not flat that y'all are not finna see this fupa and these back rolls? I'm confused. So I say this to say I should have cussed her out. Let's start there, number one. Actually, no, I should have cussed her out because I feel like she's made a comment. She's also one of the people that, like, if I said I was fat, she'd be like, but you're beautiful though. No one said I was ugly. I just said I was fat. Please stop equating being fat to being ugly. Just because I'm fat, babe. Do you see these? Let's move the mic. Do you see these? There's nothing ugly on this camera. So please. But anyways, which let me come to the point of I really do not like when I like go on like plus size influencers like pictures and videos, and I see people in the comments like, oh my gosh, how are you so confident? I can never be that confident. Teach me your ways. Oh my gosh, blah 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 blah. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. That's really annoying. Really, really annoying. Because it's almost like you're saying, oh my gosh, you're so fat. How are you so comfortable wearing that? One, because I love making people uncomfortable. Let's get that clear. I am the uncomfortable queen. Okay. If I can make someone uncomfortable, I'm going to do it. So me wearing a little crop top and showing like a little stomach, and then I have some stretch marks on my stomach. So now you're really going to be uncomfortable. And then I'm not going to wear a bra, so now my nipples are showing. That's like my favorite thing, because now you're uncomfortable because I'm not wearing a bra, and because my stomach is out, and because my stretch marks are showing, and probably because my rolls are showing in the back, and probably because my cellulite is showing on my thighs. Like, you're so uncomfortable for what I have on my body, which was my point on my TikTok. Like, these comments don't make any sense, because like I said, it's like you're saying, oh, you're so fat, how are you so confident? Like this. Like, just like this. I was on my TikTok in some boxer briefs and a tank top, and a cropped tank top. That out and all, because who's going to tell me to stop? And if someone tells me to stop, what do they have to do with me? Because I'm not going to. When you say stop, I say go. So I say that to say, please, like, stop thinking that you're contributing and that you're helping with the progression of body positivity, and allowing for plus sizes to feel welcome in this world. Please stop with the backhanded statements and the backhanded compliments. Just throw some hard eyes and go. Say the fit is fire and go. Say my booty look fat and go. Like, say face card and go. Some of the things you can say and leave. Literally, then leave. If then leave was if it was an action, that's all you would have to do. You don't have to comment all the stuff. But thankfully, I'm really glad that since I've been posting stuff on my TikTok, like, I'll be getting like literally a few likes here and there, that nobody comments anything like that. It's just like heart eyes. On a post that I made, which I haven't talked about this on here, but it was just like before you DM me, I'm shaped like this type of post. And it got literally like almost 10,000 likes and like 30-some thousand views. Anyways, I was just playing around, and then that happened. But there were like so many people on there that were like, I don't see a problem. What's the problem? Blah blah blah. Which I'm going into another. I'm rambling. I'm finna wrap it up in a minute. They were just like, I don't see the problem. Like, whatever, your body is beautiful. I know. I'm aware. Thank you. I wasn't saying that, I wasn't saying that to be like, oh, my body is not cute before you DM me. I was saying that to say, like, you know what you're getting into before you DM me. This is the G-Wagon. This is the Big Body Beans. This is the Yukon L. Maybe quite not XL, because I am plus size. I'm not on which apparently there is like discrimination within the plus size community, which there is, but I don't have time to touch on that today. There are desirable and non-desirable body shapes within the plus size community. And I'm not saying air quotes because it's not true. I'm saying air quotes because I don't want to offend. But long story short, cut it out with the confidence comments. Don't put that on my page. Get that off my page. Get that out of here. I will probably just not respond, because if that's the case, then I'm gonna start commenting on thin people wear bodycon dresses and don't have no butt. I'm gonna start commenting and being like, oh my god, you're so brave. Oh my god, you're so confident. Oh my god, you're literally. How do you feel so confident knowing you don't have an ass? So anyways, let's move on. That's all I have for couch chat for the day. Simply because I could continue, but I can just talk about these next week because it's already at 51 minutes and I want to get into the music montage. So let's go ahead and get into that. Whatever, it's fine. I'll figure it out. So for music montage, I just have a few things that I kind of want to talk about. Oh, not even a few. I literally only have 2 things that I want to talk about. Well, that's strange. Hold on. So the first thing that I want to talk about, excuse me, I'm sorry. The first thing that I want to talk about is Travis Greene. Now, I've had gospel songs on the music montage before, and I want to talk about it because I love Travis Greene. Okay, I literally am obsessed with Travis Greene. Literally, him and Todd Delaney are like my favorite. So, Travis Greene came out with the album. For all of my gospel song listeners out there, if you don't listen to gospel, I'm sorry. Just sit it out. I have something for you after these. I have a few things, but Travis Greene came out with the album. It's called Oil and Water. First of all, the cover art is great. I doubt that y'all can even see that, but I probably didn't focus. But the cover art is great. The album art is literally phenomenal. And he has so many people on here. He has Anthony Hamilton, Todd Delaney, Kurt Franklin, John Pickey. If you're a real if you grew up in a Baptist church, you already know about John Pickey. We ain't got to talk about him. He has Leandria Johnson, Tasha Cobbs, Kiara Shield, Mally Music. And then even if you don't listen to gospel, you know who Mally Music is, for sure. He's the man that sing, ay, 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 or that song, Loved by You with Jasmine Sullivan and him. Trust me, it'll break your heart. Him. Great. Lovely man, and he fine. That album is so freaking good, and it's not like a traditional gospel album. I don't think I've ever heard. It's more of a, what do they call it? It's not gospel. It's called the contemporary gospel, or is it something else? It's very like, it's definitely giving white people worship music, kind of, but not really. The album flows like song after song after song after song. It just sounds like one long song. I listened to it all the way through twice. I'll listen to it probably again, maybe tonight, as I'm kind of editing and tidying up. One of my favorites on there is the song called Easter, and it's with him and Todd Delaney. Now, am I biased because Todd Delaney is on there? Maybe, because I love me some Todd Delaney. My favorite song, I got Proverbs 3:5 on my arm, trust in the Lord with all your heart, lead not into your own understanding, because Todd Delaney's song Proverbs 3, Tablet of Your Heart, is like my favorite gospel song of all time. And I will stand on that. I will stand on that hill. I will die on that hill. That's one of the most, or bit well orchestrated. Either way, it's the production of it is crazy, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm talking about Oil and Water. It's very good. And it's just like I personally like, I don't know if I like worship or praise music better. I feel like I listen to a lot more worship music. Did I feel something fall on me? I feel like I listen to a lot more worship music than praise music. I listen to a lot of Chandler Moore, Matthew Stevenson, Travis Greene. I love a good worship bop, but this album just like, it passes not quite meditation, but it's just like contemporary, has some acoustic guitar on there. Anthony Hamilton is on there. I love me some Anthony Hamilton. It was just really good, and I almost forgot it was a gospel album. It was giving, like, I don't know, it was just a lot of open space. Like, the sound was very open, which is why I said it was very worship like, because you had a lot of time, I feel like, to like kind of pray and talk to God in between, which is why I say like it was very worshipy. So yeah, that is that. Please go give that a listen, because I don't know. It's just really good. And if you love the Lord, if you love gospel, if you listen to gospel music on any other day except for Sunday, because I'll listen to gospel on a random Wednesday, then I highly recommend. If you're gonna talk about, and I just talked about this the other day, but literally cannot stop listening to The House is Burning. And I know I talked about it already like the other week, but I literally can't stop listening to it. I don't know what it is. Well, obviously the album is fire and I love Isaiah Rashad. I mean, come on, you already know me. But it's like I literally can't stop listening to it. And it's not annoying because I love it, but specifically, which maybe I will touch on this because I don't think I talked about these two songs. Did y'all just see that little gnat fly by? Anyways, I don't think I talked about these two songs. R.I.P. Young and True Story. So I can't even think of how R.P. Young starts off, but I know how True Story starts off. It starts off like dun 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 dun. That's sped up dun dun. Like the beat is just very like chill, and I kind of think I want to mimic the beat. Kind of think I want to recreate it sometime next week or maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. It's already midnight, but who cares? I've been listening to The House is Burning again and I literally can't stop listening to it. And honestly, I haven't been listening to a lot of music this week because I've been talking to like God and myself a lot in the car this week. And I've been listening to Lur and Lionel podcast. Shout out to Lur and Lionel. I listened to them and Poor Minds, and I just joined Poor Minds Patreon the other day, and it's hilarious. Leslie and Dre and Nicole are pretty comical, hilarious, and so I can't stop listening. So that's that. So the other thing that I want to talk about, hey, something just popped up on my podcast. ATL, how do y'all pronounce the Outkast album? Anyway, they had a 25th anniversary deluxe edition of ATLiens. That's how I always said it. I really don't know. I'll go look up the pronunciation later. Don't eat me up in the comments. I know that. But they just released a 25th year anniversary deluxe edition. So go check that out. The last thing that I want to talk about, or like music and album wise, is there is this artist. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it looks like Kwaku Asante. And he has an album called Honeycomb. And y'all, I do have another song of the week. I just thought about it, but y'all, I have two songs. Anyways, it's so good. Like it's just like think of who can we think of? Because it is R&B, but it's like it's very chill R&B. I was gonna say Giveon, but Giveon sounds like he got peanut butter stuck in his throat. Maybe not vocal wise Giveon, but definitely like vibe. Like it's very simple R&B, very simple beat, and it's just like really lighthearted. It's like the Sabrina Claudio or the Elena Baraz of R&B. But then he'll have like a dash of reggae every now and then. It's really good. Go listen to him. Kwaku Asante. I don't know where he's from, but y'all know I love looking up artists. So let's go ahead and look him up now. Kwaku. That's not even how you pronounce his man name. Asante. Oh my God, he is so fun. He is so fun. I'm gonna put a picture somewhere on the screen. He is so fine. I'm literally about to start crying. I didn't even look at. Well, that just gave you guys even more reason to go check him out. He is so fine. Well, I'm gonna go follow him on Instagram. He only has like 8,000 followers. He might follow back. I'm gonna send him a beat, and see if he responds. So. Kwaku, R&B/soul, and he has two albums, Honeycomb and ODE. The one that I heard was Honeycomb. He came out with a new single called Feel Something. But I'm trying to figure out like his life, his bio. Oh, here it goes. He's from Northwest London. I should have known. Neo soul R&B singer/songwriter Kwaku Asante has been doing this thing since his debut single. Oh, so he just got here in 2018. Um, Not he's from London. London just do something to me right here. Kawaku, Kawaku, whatever your name is. If you ever see these, give me a ring, a ring, ring. So yeah, there's one more song or two more songs that I just remembered. So this song is very old. Like I think he came out with this project last year, but he's local, so I do want to shout him out. And let me go look on his Instagram to make sure that I am, because I always call him the reverse of what his actual name is. I've been giving up on my knees since high school. Eagle was a mascot so I could fly to. Sometimes. So I think he is Devmaccc, but I feel like he changed his name recently. Maybe just on his Instagram. But I've been listening to Vices by Devmaccc. It's on his it's on his album called 420 Sessions 2. He from Mississippi and he fine. And he got a bald head. You already know how I feel about bald heads. But that whole album is really good. But that song Vices, like he has like a video on YouTube too. It's just like a really cute video. And it's just like something kind of, it has like a deep message, but it's like also very chill at the same time. And then while we're on him, there's a song also by him that I really like. It's called Oceans. And my man's had the vocals. He be singing. He really sings for the girls. And that whole album that Oceans is on is also good. So go check him out, Devmaccc. When I post this clip on my Instagram, I'm probably gonna I'm gonna start tagging. I'm gonna start just posting little clips from my music montage and tagging the artist in the caption. So yeah, go check him out, Devmaccc. He from Mississippi, and even though I have PTSD from talking to Mississippi men, they all literally just be fine. Is it? I don't know what it is. Anyways, last thing I want to talk about, because I discovered this girl on TikTok. Her name is, so I first saw her when T-Pain was doing a reaction video to her. And he was like, is she signed already? And she is so cute. But he was like, is she signed already? Like her voice is crazy, which her voice is crazy. And I want to go listen to her whole discography, like everything she's ever made. But her name is Reagan, Capaci. If you see this, I'm sorry. What is your last name? Put the pronunciation in the comment section. And one, she's beautiful, literally. Once again, I don't know if y'all can see. If not, I'll put pictures somewhere on the screen. And her voice, y'all, is crazy. She has a song. I recommend y'all go listen to her song, Don't Recommend. It's a bop. I love it. I enjoy it. Her voice is crazy. I'll just have to go listen to her. Her voice is crazy, okay? I was finna say, I have just never heard a white woman sing like this. Actually, due to her last name, she might not be white. She might, her nationality. Let me go look you up, Reagan. I've been giving up on my dreams since. That's not the words. Eagle was it? Because why would he say he'd been giving up, but Eagle was a mascot? She was on American Idol. I've never seen her. She's so cute though. Where's her background? Where's her bio? She from Las Vegas? I'm guessing she's from Las Vegas, but Reagan, Las Vegas, brightest old soul. Okay, Vegas-based artist blends her early influences from jazz with her unique mixture of pop and R&B. All right. Either way, please go listen. Don't Recommend. Reagan Capaci. Her last name is spelled Capaci. Go check it out. So, music-wise, as far as your girl. So, and then we'll wrap it on up. Basically, I had posted on my TikTok, like yesterday I came home and I was like, I really want to make like a little mini mix and post it on TikTok on my DJ controller, which I haven't used in like 3 or 4 weeks. But I was like, I want to make like a Alabama mix, like songs you would hear at like a kickback or at like a club or a bar you in Alabama, and it was gonna have like Boosie they dyking, two red bone kissing in the backseat, two red. It was gonna have like that going straight in. It was gonna have like Finesse 2 times, Big Yavo. What's his name? Big Yavo, Medium Yavo, Small Yavo, whichever Yavo. It was gonna have a little young Jeezy on there. Dun, 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 dun. It was gonna have About That Life by Rubber Band OG. Like, it was gonna have a little young boy, you know. It was gonna have all of that on there. And then I tried last night and I realized that I suck because I haven't touched it in like 3 or 4 weeks. So now I'm disciplining myself to use my DJ controller at least twice a week. And I think my problem is that I'm not patient. I'll be wanting to know everything, how to do everything right off bat, when I just need to be patient, take my time, and understand that it's a process and I have to learn. So that's that. I'll be making the Alabama mix. When will it be done? Don't ask me. I don't know. I will try to post it on my SoundCloud. But the way copyright is set up, who knows what's going to get posted. On the bright side, I am going to attempt to make my first R&B beat this week. Usually my beats have kind of been like a little more on like the hip hop. I made 2 trap beats. I don't know what the outro beat is going to be for this episode. Probably something, not the trap beat, because it's a little too rough for what I think I want to have going on, but we will see. I've made 2 trap beats. The Time Warp from last week, that was giving me like Kid Cudi vibes, and then my intro beat, which is like a lofi, what they call it, a lofi beat type of vibe, and then my reggae beat. But I haven't made like a R&B, you know? And so my plan, you know, in the future, should I tell y'all? I don't want nobody to steal my idea. It's okay because, you know, nothing's ever truly oversaturated and we're all one of a kind. When I get to making beat after beat after beat, I definitely want to start a website to where independent and local artists can like come and buy inexpensive beats from me, you know, until I make my way to the top. I definitely want to do that because there are so many local artists that are so dope and so fire. And I know y'all be needing the little beats for little to no money at all. I just want my cred. So I think I definitely want to start a website of just like selling beats and making them instantly downloadable, and then just one of each. So once somebody buys it, it's gone. It's away. So I think I want to start doing that just because I just want to give back to the local artists. I love all the local artists, you know. Whether you do, it doesn't matter whatever you do. Shout out Devmaccc, shout out Devmaccc, shout out Mola Soul, shout out the Kim Shady. She is just a jack of all trades. She's not necessarily a music artist, but she's lovely. I love you. If you're watching this, I love you. Shout out to them. Shout out to I follow all of them are from Mississippi. Most of them are. Shout out to, I think her name is Vitamin C. Hold on. I think it is Vitamin. Let me go look. If I'm pronouncing, where is she? This is childish. Where am I at? Okay, I was going to shout out some more, but my camera's tired of me. I don't have the time. But shout out to all of you guys and to so many local artists just in Alabama and Mississippi and Georgia, everywhere. Y'all are doing a lovely job. Shout out to Larry Stevens. Oh, also him. He's all the way up there in the north. Him and Lionel. They be having bars and whatnot. Shout out to you guys. I love everyone. I love all of you. I will be having my website up soon. And not soon. I won't. I lied. Maybe by the end of the year, we'll see how things work out. But yeah, shout out to my local artists. I love you guys. I'm very supportive. Whatever I can do to support, I will always do. I one of these days have wanted to start a blog for local artists, but that's a whole nother discussion for another day. I had a whole concept. I started a whole website. I will get that back up and running one of these days. But in the meantime, thank you guys so much for listening. Follow me on, I move too much. I keep hitting my mic. Follow me on Instagram at Ebony Kelly _ EBONY KELLEY. Follow the podcast on Instagram at Ethereal Black Girl _ That's at ETHERALBLACKGIRL _ I almost forgot what my thing was. Forgot how to spell black girl. And send us an email at love.eba2@gmail.com. Just tell us how good we're doing, how great we're doing. If you have anything you need advice on, or you have any questions, or you just want to, show your appreciation, like, subscribe, comment. Like, subscribe, comment, rate on Apple Podcasts 5 stars. You don't even have to write a review, just leave me 5 stars. And what else? I think that is all. Thank you guys so much for listening. The video will be up when it is up, until I get a set schedule. The audio always comes out on Sunday. The video, fingers crossed, just pray. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for listening. Per usual, as I always say, don't drink and drive, don't do drugs, and use protection. Peace.